All right, hello Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a general love reading for Capricorn for the month of December. And time is not linear, so these readings might resonate now or at another time whenever you happen to come across it. So they're general readings. And if the messages within here for love don't resonate with you, whoops, then please check out your rising sign and your moon sign. And there are so many card readers on YouTube. Look around until you find something that really resonates with you. So I'm going to do a 16 card spread every month for love for all the signs. So right now I'm asking my guardian angels and spirit guides for messages for Capricorn for the month of December for love. And we'll do 4 rows of 4. So the first 4 messages we're asking for current situation, and we had this one pop out. We've got the 2 of Swords and Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. Okay, so we're going to start here. Current situation in love for Capricorn for December. So we're starting off with the 2 of Swords. So that is an air energy. And this is telling me that things aren't very clear. You can't really see the whole picture. Sometimes we're very close to the situation and things have been kind of moving along a certain way, and you've gotten to a place where you're thinking more and more about it, and you kind of pulled back, and you know that the time has come now for you to make some kind of a decision. But making a choice like that can be really tough, especially if you can't really see all the moving parts. Also, we can't really pull back far enough. I often, when I see this card, I think of those space shots of the Earth where they're zooming up and out and the Earth becomes like a little marble in the sky. And they say you can't really pull back far enough to see the whole picture because it's the fish in the fishbowl idea. So if you can't see everything, it's best to kind of pull back, sit down, and sit with your thoughts. But you've got these thoughts going out on both sides, so positive, negative, pros and cons, back and forth, stay or go, not really sure what to do. So sitting here with just pure intention and clarity to get very still and think about this. So the current situation is not really being able to make a choice right now. Second card is the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got an earth energy. This is your energy here. And the Queen of Pentacles is all about gathering the resources around and creating a very stable and very strong foundation. So Capricorns are known for their tenacity and their persistence, and they will just keep working, sometimes workaholic type working too much to create that foundation and stability that they really love. So this looks to me like you're focusing very much on creating that stability in your life, gathering your resources, and you might have been putting in lots and lots of extra time, but when the right person comes along, you're very willing to share your resources and your abundance and your prosperity with this person. So the next card is the 10 of Pentacles. So that's a 10, that's the completion card. This is also showing me the desire to create this very strong foundation, and it kind of goes right along here with the Queen. So this is a strong, stable structure. It's a place. It's a gathering place of love and friendship. I see a kitchen with people gathered around, parties, holiday time. Just a lot of love and camaraderie and friendship there. And you're already doing this, but you're opening yourself up to the possibility of having that one special person there being part of this. And the dogs here indicate there's faith that this actually is going to come about for you. So, and then the last one we have here for the current situation, we've got an air energy, the Five of Swords. So 5 is the number of change. This also, speaks to conflict. So it looks like for some of you, there have been a lot of recent disagreements or conflicts, and there's definitely a struggle for somebody that wants to be in charge and take control of the situation. And so 5 is that number of change, it's flux, but here's somebody who has actually engaged in some kind of an argument. This person, I'm seeing a bit of a narcissistic something coming through, is that they have this need to win. And the odd thing is they're actually looking at you and accusing you of being the one that needs to win or to have the last word. And so this is not for all of you, but I'm seeing for some of you, you're dealing with a control freak person here that has really been causing a lot of problem, an issue to your stability. And you know that you need to make a decision regarding this person, because here you have all these good things going on, but it looks like it's going to be a problem because this person is really not who they were. And the longer you are with someone, the more the mask starts to slip and they start to show parts of themselves that they may have spent quite a bit of energy hiding from other people because they don't want to own it, they don't want to claim it, they don't want to take responsibility for it. So I'm seeing this is somebody here that's really argumentative, combative, and basically they're not very happy in the situation right now. And instead of addressing their feelings, they're caught up in all these thoughts. They're angry, they've got a lot of contempt and resentment. And this could have to do with their work situation. I'm getting something on that. And what they're doing then is using you as an excuse to start something, to pick a fight, to be a vessel, a container for holding all this anguish. So I'm seeing nitpicky stuff, and when you question it, it just sort of escalates, and then the whole thing is flipped back on you, claiming that you are the one that started it when it really wasn't you. All right, so that's your current situation. So let's ask guides and angels for messages for present challenges for Capricorn right now in love. What's standing in the way of Capricorn having a very happy love relationship right now? These are things, whoops, it's popped out. These are things that could be very obvious to you. You already know about these and it's just a reinforcement. Could be things that are kind of hidden beneath the surface, what lies beneath. Think of that movie with Harrison Ford in that bathtub. Scary, it's floating underneath, so the scary stuff is under the water where you can't see it. Okay, let's see what the other challenges are. 7 of Cups, Justice, and the 6 of Pentacles. So, challenge for Capricorn right now, we have the Page of Swords. So this is communication. Looks like there might be some trouble in communicating. Oops, not sure what's going on with that there. Sorry. My camera sort of acted up. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what my camera's doing. Some strange stuff right now. All right, so first thing with challenge here is the Page of Swords. So that's a communication issue. So messages going back and forth, what I'm getting is that people are being misunderstood. Somebody is showing a lack of integrity. So messages coming in are lacking a basis for truth. This could be also a very immature thing. Again, this sort of goes along with the Five of Swords over here, that somebody is picking fights, starting stuff, could be based on rumors or gossip, or they're just, somebody is just finding something, they're being critical, and that's really an immature way to get feelings out, is that they have to go and stir up a hornet's nest somewhere else and get somebody else upset, and then they don't have to own it. So this looks like some kind of communication from this person over here that's causing you a problem. It's pretty immature. It's not really, it's based on half-truths or niggly little stuff, and they just want to poke around in there and cause a problem. All right, the next one we have for challenges would be the Seven of Cups. And this is a water energy, so this could be coming from a water sign or somebody with heavy water in their chart. And this is a lot of options right here. So here you are, you're being called to make a decision based on being with this person with all this kind of funky communication and misunderstandings going on. And you're really looking at all of these options thinking, I don't really know what this person is trying to get across to me. What are they trying to tell me? Is this going in a good direction? Is it going in a bad direction? You kind of have a whole lot of emotions all over the place, and you're not really sure which one. All right, the next challenge card we have is Justice card, and this is all about fairness and equality and balance. And it looks like that's not really happening right now. The challenge is justice here. Somebody is being unfair. Somebody needs to win. Somebody needs to control someone else, put them down, use untruths and gossip, and communicate in a very immature way to pick fights and start fights. So justice in the challenge position here is just telling me that this person is not being fair. There's unfairness. Of course, Capricorn, these roles could be vice versa. This could be you that's picking all these fights and starting all this stuff. So, take what resonates. But this is all about, there's an injustice right now. It's unbalanced, it's unequal, it's unfair, it's miscommunication. And interesting that this came up right next to it. We've got the Six of Pentacles, so that's an earth energy. And justice here is a Libra energy, but look at this. We've got two sets of scales. So this is telling me again that there's an imbalance going on. There's an inequality. So this card is all about give and take, giving, and also receiving. And it looks like somebody, because both of these cards with the scales are in the challenge position, somebody is taking more than their fair share, and somebody is depriving the other person of what's rightfully theirs. So very unequal, very out of balance, very unfair. Something to keep in mind. All right. Now we're asking for 4 cards for Capricorn to consider. What are 4 considerations Capricorns can make to help their love situation be a good one? Considering all of these challenges that we've just looked at. 4 cards that are things for Capricorn to consider. You'll know if these resonate with you or not. Let's see what we've got. Hierophant, Nine of Swords, High Priestess, and the Knight of Swords. All right, so in the first one here, we've got the Hierophant. So that is a Taurus energy, an earth energy. So consider this situation. Do you want to continue with a commitment to this person, or are you open to something else? Do you like everything that you see? It looks like this person has actually caused quite a bit of conflict and challenge, misunderstandings and injustices and imbalance. So the 5 here, again, there's another 5 over here, is change. You really want something solid. You want a commitment. So this is telling me that you'd rather have something where there is a commitment to more equality, to making each person making the other person's happiness a priority, as well as making their own happiness a priority. So this does not probably look like a relationship that's going to give you that kind of promise. So this is more what you're looking for. Consider that a commitment to something really good is going to be further down the road. The next one is the Nine of Swords. That's an air energy. So all of these arguments, disagreements, and indecision have been keeping you up at night. These are thoughts and worries that have been on your mind. I'm seeing that some of you are also picking up worries and anxieties just in general from the collective. Sometimes people will come up and tell you, well, this person's really not that great, but it's better than nobody. And you listen to that and you think, well, is that really true? I don't know if that's true for me. So other people are thinking that they would rather be with someone who's not that great or doesn't treat them that well rather than to be alone. But this person is fearing being by themselves, and they have all these thoughts. Am I going to be okay on my own? How am I going to do it? And that kind of thinking just creates more anxiety. So consider that you're carrying all these anxieties and fears around, and that you can do some things which can help lessen the worries around this. Really think about that. You don't really have to take other people's stuff on board. Another consideration here, we have the High Priestess. It's the Piscean card. So Priestess is the keeper of secrets, mysteries, and esoteric knowledge. So she knows a lot. So consider this could either be you connecting with this priestess energy, or you can get yourself into a place. You're an earthy, grounded sign, Capricorn. So you can allow this information to come to you, or this could come to you through somebody with a Piscean energy or some water in their chart. And this person is very intuitive, very caring, and they really care about your well-being and your happiness. And they may be able to provide some insight, something that you've overlooked or something that you were not really aware of, an insight that was kind of kept away from you. And the next one is air energy of the Knight of Swords. So this is information and messages coming in. And they're coming in at a very quick rate. So sometimes they're very surprising, they're very startling. We're not really prepared for what's coming in, but I feel like these messages are going to bring you something which is going to clarify. It will help you in your thinking, and you won't feel lost and overwhelmed by all of these thoughts. But something is coming in. So keep your awareness open for messages from people around you. This could also, another thing I love to do, I know a lot of people do this, is to ask yourself questions before you head out each day. And I wonder what kind of good things are coming my way. Who is going to bring me a message that will help me in my journey to create more happiness and love for myself? Who will help me focus on the best direction to go? What do I need to learn to keep myself on a path full of joy and happiness? So ask yourself questions about how messages are going to come to you, who will bring them, what type of messages are there, and ask how they're going to help you on your journey. It helps to have a sense of curiosity, and you know how you feel when you go on vacation. You don't have to worry, you don't have to really think about anything, and although each day could be full of unknowns, there's that anticipation and excitement that something good can come your way. So instead of looking at this and going, oh, what kind of bad thing is going to happen, rephrase that question and say, I wonder what kinds of things will help relieve my worries. I wonder what kind of signs or messages are going to help me feel grounded, safe, happy, and that I'm on the right path. So ask positive questions with outcomes, and the universe loves, loves, loves to answer our questions. And it's so delightful and so much fun to see all the interesting ways that these answers will show up. Could be on a bumper sticker, on a sign, an overheard conversation. Could be anything. Could be really weird. All right, so angels and spirit guides, we're asking for the best course of action for Capricorn for love for the month of December. Best course of action, ideas for Capricorn. Let's see what we've got. Let's see. All right. All right. Six of Wands, Hanged Man, Eight of Swords, Five of Cups. All right. So, the first card we've got here for the best course of action, we've got the fire energy of the Six of Wands. So, this card is telling me that you need to just move forward. And when you get yourself in that better energy, here you are, you're establishing yourself, you're creating a new foundation for yourself. When you start to do that, there is this, all of those things around you can give you a feeling of stability, happiness, safety, and it's a gathering place where people who feel a strong connection with one another will come to share ideas and food and other things. So when you walk around with that kind of energy, it just naturally emanates from you everywhere you go. In order to see this, just go out, go food shopping, or go out in your day and see which people you will encounter and take a look at their reaction, because they're often reflecting back to us whatever it is we're feeling on the inside. And even if somebody doesn't look like they're at their best, you can look for the best in the situation and that person, and sometimes you can sort of lift them out of it. But this is just telling me that as you move throughout your day and you move forward, you have this confidence that things are going to even out. Things will happen that will create more fairness, more equality in a new relationship. Be yourself, and people are going to see you. And it's that whole thing of, I'll have what she's having, or I would like a little bit of that, or whatever that person is doing. What's your secret? I like that too. So when you give off that happy vibe, that's a frequency that's could be a lot higher than those around you. And it's very uplifting because when you're your best self, that gives everybody else permission to feel good as well. It's like they remember it in themselves. I can feel good also. So you can bring that out in other people. So just be yourself, move along with your creative energy, your passion, do what you love to do. And that's often when we're happiest, when we're doing that which we love most, things that make our hearts sing. And you give off a great energy, and people can't help but be attracted to that. All right, the next one we have here is the Hanged Man. And that is, again, that's like a Piscean energy right there, which is all about looking at things from a different perspective. So when you're feeling kind of sad, or you've been with somebody that is unable to see the brighter side, it's sort of like I'm seeing like sunglasses with dirt on them. It's like everybody can walk around and wear all these different wild and crazy sunglasses, you know, like Elton John does. And these sunglasses are going to be, that's your lens through which you view the world. So the sunglasses are formed partially by you, partially by other things that were handed to you before you consciously were aware of it. And so those have a very powerful effect on the way that you view people, situations, and everything you perceive. So when you're looking through a lens that's very clean and very clear and healed and open, and you decide you're going to look for the best, there's your reticular activating system in your brain. When you decide to look for something, that more of that thing you're focusing on will show up again and again and again. It's almost like magic, you know, when people first start doing that. It's they're looking for something, or like the example I heard the other day was somebody buys a red car, and then when they're out driving, suddenly they see red cars everywhere. They were always there, but they were sort of off your radar. They weren't the subject of your focused attention. So whatever you focus on acutely is like this laser sharp thing, and then it will actually multiply. So this is asking you to think very carefully, what perspective are you choosing to see things from? Are you whitewashing over stuff? Are you justifying what other people are doing? Are you hoping that this bad habit they have is going to go away? This is a time to maybe, as part of your best course of action, is to pull back just a little bit and observe more objectively, like a scientist I heard the other day. People get very caught up in reacting and respond, and instead of responding, they trigger and they react and they explode because it's a very familiar situation, and it's not really the actual situation we're in. It's just very, very similar to something we know, and it sets off the alarm, and then, you know, panic and react. So this is asking you when something comes along, because here you are in this happy space where you're creating more high frequency for yourself, feeling better, to sort of stay in that space, suspended, and just kind of wait and look and observe. See things from a different perspective and be very patient, and time will help reveal things. The next one we have in the best course of action is the Eight of Swords. So this one is, if you're doing this, the Eight of Swords is about being stuck. So this is really kind of nice actually to get with this card right here, because stopping and really taking it all on board and thinking about things is pretty good. And this is asking you to do it, but with a different lens. So instead of covering up and having a blindfold, remove that blindfold, and you will see the path to walk right out of this. And again, that information is going to come to you from a different state, because you're happy, you're doing what you like, you focus on it, and so you can take this and turn it into this, which creates more of this. And the last one, that course of action, this one is telling me, this is water energy here, is that because of the disappointment from this person and their behavior, it's very, very easy to focus on the past and what somebody has done wrong. The injustice, the two cards here that are with scales, talking about the unfairness and the inequality, but over here are two cups standing, which is that new relationship that's coming your way. So the head is down. Bring your head up, look straight forward. The skies are clear. You're going to be able to move forward and feel better because this is coming your way. Stop looking down, stop looking behind you, look forward and move ahead. So now we're going to pull a couple of cards from the animal spirit messages. Okay. These are spirit of the animal messages. So angels and spirit guides, can we have some cards, some messages for Capricorn to help? Oops. To help make their love situation the best possible outcome. Can we have 3 messages for Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to know? Okay, this one popped out. I'll pull 2 more out here. 1 and this one. Okay. All right. The first one we have is Heron, which is patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. Wow, this is repeating the idea of what we saw in the Hanged Man card. Stillness. And the same thing with the High Priestess. Being very still, knowing that this information will be coming to you. Finding balance. There's that whole thing about balance. We had Justice and the 6 of Pentacles. When you're taking time by yourself to get lost in your thoughts and your feelings, you'll be able to recover that sense of balance. Patience will bring you rewards. Again, the Hanged Man is waiting. There's going to be divine timing. So no rushing anything, no crashing in. It's taking your time, waiting, and everything will unfold in perfect timing. And the next card we have here is Horse, freedom. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. So, your heart is free now. Once you make a decision that you're only going to have good things around you. You want someone that cares, someone that treats you with respect, equality, and there's balance and love, an equal give and an equal take. You're very strong. You're a grounded earth sign, Capricorn. And the winds of change are here, and your dreams are unfolding. And the last card we have here is Lion and Higher Calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So step forward with confidence. You got this makes me think of that 6 of Wands. Feel powerful, feel magnetic. Go do what you love to do, and you carry that energy with you. It will bring out the best in others. It'll make you feel great, and it will attract success and contentment and people that are like-minded. People that have the same high frequency that you do will be drawn to you, and you'll be able to make good choices. So, Capricorn, I hope that helped. Those are your messages for December for love, and remember to keep Keep your eyes open to infinite possibilities.